Welcome back to Dude Play That, and thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be looking at how to change keys and make that a simple process. So why would we do that is probably what you're asking. Well, why we do that is to better suit our voices or the voices of the singer that we're working with. This is especially important when you're performing with a band or you're performing for an upcoming coffee shop or your open mic night or something along those lines, and you got a song that you really like but you can't quite hit the notes that the lead singer originally wrote it in. So a good way to change it to better suit your voice is to change to a different key. And last bullet point here, it's a great trick of the trade. Everybody does this and the audience is never even going to know you did it. Trust me, they're not even going to care. They're just going to like the fact that you rocked out on a really cool song. So how do we do this? It's a very easy process, probably a lot simpler than you might think. So the first thing we want to do is determine what chord progression the song we want to sing is comprised of. For this example, we're going to use a 1-5-4 chord progression. So perhaps the song is written in the key of C. So in the key of C, a 1-5-4 chord progression is C, G, F. And then you just repeat that over and over. So C is the first chord, G would be the second chord, but it's actually the fifth chord in the structure, and then F is the 4 chord. So 1-5-4, C, G, F. So you determine perhaps that the key of G is better suited for your voice as opposed to the key of C. So if we go to the next slide here, what I've done is I've put together a chord progression chart for you. So if you're savvy enough, maybe you could pause the video and take a screenshot and print this out so you could reference it. But anyway, the major keys are all written over here. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now in each major key, we have these chords, these 7 chords. The first chord in the key of C is C. The fourth chord in the key of C is F, and the fifth chord is G. So our chord progression is a 1-5-4 chord progression. So that just means that we're going to go C, G, F. That's the chord progression, 1-5-4. So if we take that logic and apply it to the key of G, G being the first chord, then the fifth chord is going to be D, and the 4 chord is C. So our chord progression changes from C, G, F to simply G, D, and then C. So originally it was going to sound something like this. Right? So that's C, G, F, 1-5-4, C, G, F. But we want to change it to the key of G, so we do 1-5-4, which is going to be G, D, C. So we simply start with G. Okay, it's that simple. So now let's say that we want to mess around in the key of E. We just want to see what that feels like on our voice or for the voice of the singer. So we take the same logic, 1-5-4, and we just look at the key of E. Okay, so that chord progression, 1-5-4, is going to be E, B, and A. So again, let's start with the original. It's going to be C. And then we change it to the key of E. It's going to be E, B, A. Piece of cake, right? Nothing to it. It's all going to be about referring back to this chord progression chart and just applying the logic once you figure out what chord progression you're playing and just picking a different key and taking those numbers and applying it to that key. It's really that easy. This is a great trick of the trade. Everybody does it. And I hope to learn that you were able to take some of your favorite songs and change them up. In fact, send me a note or leave in the comments if you were able to do this and rock it out at one of your open mic nights or one of your performances. And last final word here is, I did teach you a song along the way here. That 1-5-4 chord progression is simply a song called Baba O'Reilly by The Who. And it's... Those guys made millions and millions of dollars and had legions of fans, they still do, off of a 1-5-4 chord progression. No kidding. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'll be sure to get back to you. Once again, thanks for playing and watching Dude play that. We'll see you next time.